The Afghan National Army was a well-trained, good army. The problem in the recent years was that army was too much politicized. Second, too much corruption within the army and nepotism. Other than that, problems that mainly exist in many armies is logistic side. Army has to be always supplied in time, whether it's ammunition or food or anything. In many cases and many places, the army didn't have even ammunition. During the last days, the interference from the political side was so much into the army that the army was in many places told that there are political negotiations, do not fight, we do not want to be blamed for the international community in Doha and other places. So there were various connections of the civilian people in different areas of the army. The army was, in a way, in such an ambiguous situation. They didn't know what to do. The commanders who really wanted to do their job, they were lost. They didn't know what to do. So this was the reason the army didn't fight. Unfortunately, right now, it is difficult to predict what they are doing, which way they are going. Taliban should look for a broad-based government, give opportunity to every professional, no matter who he is or who she is. As they have said that they have had a national amnesty for everybody, so that has to be implemented practically, not just by words. All the institutions should be left as they are and developed. Any institution, whether it's army or education or health or anything. You see, in the education and also in the health area, we have a lot of women working there as doctors, as nurses, as teachers. So if they're not given the opportunity to work, I mean, who's going to run the schools? Who's going to run the hospitals? So that's why the women's right, the human rights as a whole, and women's rights is particularly should be observed, and opportunity should be given to everybody to see that. My prediction is that there will be a lot of problems if they do not accept everybody within the government. Right now, you see, there is a problem fighting in Baghlan right now between Taliban and the local people. And 3 districts have been taken by the resistant elements from Taliban. Panjshir province is also blocked, and they are not submitted to the Taliban. So that means if there is no negotiation, if there is no arrangements for both sides, they will be fighting. There will be no security, and this fighting will spread. And then internationally, there will be some elements to support the opposition. If that happens, the civil war will continue. The whole world is blaming America because I think the U.S. leadership, the U.S. president made a very big mistake not considering the lives of the Afghan people, not considering the future of the Afghan people. He just thought it will be better to pull out the American soldiers, American citizens, whatever happens to the Afghan people. They could do better by continuing with their presence in Afghanistan until the situation was conducive for negotiations between various elements, and under the international community supervision, there should have been an opportunity to have various elements sit together and form an interim government. The Afghan government, whether it's pure Taliban or interim government, they all should look in the whole world as friend. They should look all the countries as their friends and ask help and support from the countries. They cannot stand by some countries' friends and look at the others as enemies, because it's a poor country. They need everybody's help. The rule of the big powers and the Islamic countries like Turkey, like Saudi Arabia, and Pakistan, and some other neighbor countries, they all should be involved in the peace process and the development of the interim government to help the Afghan people. The former political leaders all should forget their past issues and work with Taliban as one team. And that's why I'm asking Taliban to have a broad-based government. Broad-based government, I mean that everybody should be part of the government. Everybody should see himself in the government. And then together, they should have interim government until the situation is conducive for election.